Hi, this is Michael Rony Mullick, and you're watching the post market show. And today's market, what a fantastic recovery in the markets. And obviously, it was evident, and this can be termed as a dead cat bounce because the analogy is if the markets are falling from a height, there is a bounce back. And again, the chances are that the markets will again continue to fall further. So that is called a dead cat bounce, so that is why the title today. And if you look at the charts, I will explain you why this kind of up move. So if you look at Nifty chart, and you will see that this is the 15-minute chart of Nifty, so you can easily understand in Nifty the people who are shorted on Friday, they were already sitting with huge profits, and today when the markets open with a major gap down below 17,300, around 17,360, 370, that is where the markets opened. That gave these short sellers a huge opportunity to book profits, and that is exactly what they did. From the very first candle, the market shot up almost 200 points, and by 10 o'clock it was at 17,580. But from there a second round of selling came, and the markets took support around 17,450. We talked about it as a very, very important level, and from there the markets reversed. And interestingly, the last 15-minute candle, the market broke the day's high, ended at 17,623, but the weighted average closing is showing 17,577. So Nifty is strong. Finally, after 2 days of falling, it recovered. The recovery was good. It recovered well, is what we can say. Back Nifty recovery was even better. It is up by almost 1.4 percentage. But if you consider the gap down, and from there to the highest point of the day, the markets actually moved from almost 2.5 percentage move, 2.3 percentage move happened in Back Nifty today. So Back Nifty, similar story. People who were already shorting had shorted at this level. They're already sitting with huge profits. Markets opened with a gap down, gave them an excellent opportunity to book around 38,000. Also, it was a very crucial level. So immediately the short covering came, and it shot up almost more than 500 points, and then there was a slight sell off, but then again it recovered, broke the day's high. Again, the last 15-minute candle, Nifty Back Nifty actually went from 38,655 to 38,850, so almost 200 points move, 250 points move in the last 15 minutes. So again, Back Nifty is looking more bullish than Nifty, but it is just a 1 day's rally. But nothing concrete decision can be taken on this kind of a move. So you have to wait and see if this is sustainable, and in the next 2 days we will get the answer to this, most probably. And so what a volatile week it has been, and it is likely that the monthly expiry week is usually very volatile, and that is exactly what is happening in the markets as well. Coming to other sectors, Nifty mid caps did well, 1.17 percentage up. Nifty small caps up by 1.01 percentage, so they did pretty well. Coming to sectoral indices, all the sectors ended in the green except only one sector, which was Nifty IT. It is down 1.77 percentage after reports came that the IT companies are looking to reduce their variable expenditure as an attempt to protect their profit margins. So this was slight negative, and that is why the IT sector actually ended 1.77 percentage down, and it did not recover from its fall, from its gap down opening from yesterday. So it was the only sector which lagged behind. Other than that, all the sectors did very well. Nifty PSU Bank Index doing extremely well, 2.3 percentage up alone. And apart from that, Nifty Private Bank also did pretty well, 1.13 percentage up. Nifty Metals also did again an amazing job, up by 1.42 percentage. So overall, it was a broad-based short covering in all the stocks. So today we talked about the TCS and Infosys, both of them IT stocks, actually pulling the IT index down. TCS down by 2.09 percentage, Infosys down by 2.11 percentage. Apart from that, banking stocks had a pretty good day, especially PSU Bank, Canada Bank up by 3 percentage, Bank of Baroda up by 4.4 percentage, and apart from that, the auto stocks also did well. Maruti up by 1.07 percentage, Bajaj Auto up 0.5 percentage, Eicher Motor 3 percentage up, M&M almost 4 percentage up. So it was a broad-based rally is what we are seeing. Another interesting news, the Adani group of stocks, there was a news related to that. A company called the Switch Group, it came out with its reports which said that the Adani group of stocks are highly over leveraged, which means that they are having huge amount of debt component. And again, this was also already a public information, nothing major. So but there was a knee-jerk reaction, especially on companies like the smaller cap ones like Adani Power down by almost 5%, Adani Green down by 4.25%. But Adani Ports was significantly up, but today it is down 0.92%, and Adani Enterprise also down 0.69%. So this is because of the news-based fall. So nothing other than that happened over here. Coming to Nifty Movers of the day, Reliance Industries was leading Nifty today, 1.5% up, alone contributing almost 32 points to Nifty. And we know it's a heavyweight, so Reliance doing pretty well. Then ICICI Bank doing pretty well, M&M, SBI, Kotak, Bajaj Finance. So all of them have been in the top contributors on Nifty in the positive side. And we talked about TCS Infosys. Both of them are top losers in Nifty. Also, Hindustan Unilever did not do pretty well. In banking sector, HDFC Bank was down today, but ICICI Bank outperformed. So overall, Bank Nifty is up because of that. And other than that, most of the tech stocks were down today. Talking about FII, DII buying and selling activities. FIIs, just after selling yesterday, only for one day, they have again continued, resumed their buying streak, it seems. They have bought for 563 crores. DIIs have sold for 215 crores. So nothing significant happening there as well. Coming to economic data, a lot of data was announced today, mostly the PMI data. So the French PMI data came slightly better than expectation. Germany, same thing, slightly better than expectation. Same with Europe. The euro area, so same thing, better than expected. But UK and US, both of the PMI data came slightly negative, below expectation, and that is why both the markets are showing some signs of weaknesses. So let us look at the global markets and see how they have traded. So although our markets recovered significantly today, but other markets did not move up that much, is what we are seeing. German markets are down today by 0.27%, and we can see the markets open with a gap down and it consolidated throughout the day. So that is why it ended negative. French markets, same thing, opened slightly in the negative. UK markets have fallen significantly, but now it is trying to move up, still down by 0.3%. And right now the US markets are trading absolutely flat. Dow Jones is down 0.3%. Nasdaq is up by 0.13%, but S&P 500 is almost flat. It is down 0.03%. So nothing happening in the US markets today as of now is what we are seeing. And the Asian markets and European markets are also consolidating is what we are seeing, because there already have been a massive fall in the last 2 days, and today the markets are taking a slight break. So that is the thing. Even VIX did not increase that much today. It is absolutely same, almost flat. India VIX and US VIX both are at 19 and 23 respectively. Coming to crude oil prices, this is where things get interesting, and no wonder Reliance Industries did well. It was the crude oil prices have broken this channel that we had drawn, the downward channel, and now it is moving up. And when this happens, we know there is a significant up move, and after falling continuously from 9th of June, now the first time it has broken this trend line, so there is a chance that it will rise even higher. So that is to be seen in the coming days, and how the crude oil prices react, because we know the paint industry, the automobile industry, and cement industry, all of them, those are affected by the crude oil prices. So we have to keep that in mind. Apart from that, dollar index, it touched the all-time high, but then there came a sell-off. It is still very near to that. 108.53 is what we are seeing in the dollar index, and USD INR is just 20 paisa away from rupees 80 per dollar, and that was the all-time high. So since dollar index is gaining strength, it is obviously very likely that Indian rupee is likely to depreciate, and that is exactly what has been happening for the last few days. Now coming to tomorrow's market, SGX Nifty shows 17,602, so it is almost flat is what we can say. And coming to open interest wise data, 25th August is the expiry. Today is Tuesday, so we have Wednesday and Thursday, only 2 more days for the monthly expiry to happen. And right now everything changed in a matter of day. Now the put call ratio has increased slightly because of a lot of puts being written in the system. So people who were till yesterday, people had closed their eyes and sold call options right across board from 15,400, 500, 600 and above. Today they have reversed their position, and actually they have added a lot of puts, and we can see a lot of puts being added to the system. So now 17,500 has the highest amount of put build up, and then 18,000 on the upside has the highest amount of call build up. So in a matter of day, things have changed slightly and turned neutral is what we are seeing. Same with Bank Nifty, massive short covering happening in Bank Nifty. People now have actually sold highest amount of 38,500 put. So people are expecting 38,500 to be taken as an important support for this expiry. And on the upside, 39,000 and 39,500, these two levels are to be watched out for in case of Bank Nifty. Now for tomorrow's market, the levels you can expect, so it is most likely the chances are that the markets will have an inside candle, which means the markets will trade in between this range. What is the range? 17,450 on the downside, 17,650 on the upside. This is the likely range that the market can trade in between. So the same thing continues. If the market is breaking 17,450 going and going downwards, we can expect a further selling momentum coming around those levels. And on the upside, same thing. If 17,650 is broken and the markets kept moving up, then we can expect the markets have the trends has reversed. So that is what we can expect in tomorrow's market. Bank Nifty, same thing, 38,800 to 38,000. If this is the very likely range for tomorrow's movement, it is likely to consolidate. But in case 38,200 is broken, we can expect a fall towards 38,000. And if 38,000 is broken, further downside is expected in Bank Nifty. And on the upside, same 39,000 and above. If there's a closing, we can expect further bullishness, and 39,400 is the level where we will turn extremely bullish if that is crossed. So these are the levels you can watch out for tomorrow, and there is no economic data, I think, coming tomorrow. And what we will do is on Thursday there is some data coming in, so tomorrow there's not data. So expecting slightly consolidating day with no data coming out. And also the markets have, Bank Nifty especially, moved almost close to 3,000 points in the last 3 days. So that has been a massive movement. And in case of Nifty as well, it fell from almost 18,000, came away, touched 17,350, again moved up from there, ending at 17,600, very close to that. So things have been volatile in case of Nifty, Bank Nifty, on both of them. So the coming days we have to wait and see if this is a dead cat bounce or it is an actual trend reversal. So the only way to know that is, I told you, we have to wait for at least a few days, and then we'll get a clear sign. And hopefully after this expiry is over, we will get a clear trend or direction in the markets from from this Friday or next Monday. Things should be absolutely clear. So until that time, we can watch the US markets and how it trades today, because if it ends flat, then we can expect Indian markets to remain flat tomorrow with slight movements. So all of those will be discussed in tomorrow morning's pre-market show. Until that time, thank you for watching and have a very good night.